Good morning, students. Today we are going to see Unit 3 Prose. The title of the prose is A Prayer to the Teacher. Dear children, do you pray for your teachers? It's nice that you pray for your teachers. They need your prayers. So, here you can see a man. His name is Subrato Bakshi. He is the author of A Prayer to the Teacher. So now let us see little bit about him. He is an Indian business leader. He is the co-founder and CEO of Mindtree and a business author. He was born in Odisha. So dear children, you are sure about where he was born. Yes, he is an Indian. So in this lesson, he is teaching a valuable thing. So let us see. This lesson is based on a speech made by Subrato Bakshi, founder and CEO of Mindtree, as part of the convocation address at the International Academy for Creative Teaching, Bangalore on January 6th, 2005. So he was addressing the students in the university or a college. Okay, the outgoing students of the college in the International Academy for Creative Teaching, Bangalore on January 6th, 2005. In the year 2005, he was addressing the students in the college. So, dear children, do you know what is the meaning of convocation? Convocation means a ceremony held at a university or a college when students receive their degrees on the successful completion of a course. So, here he is addressing the teachers graduating from the academy, and he requests the teachers to go beyond the syllabus. There is no limit should be, and teach students the values. If you are only teaching the syllabus, you cannot teach more values. When you go out of the syllabus, you can teach the values, the skills. You can teach the students. So he is saying that go beyond the syllabus and teach the students the values and the skills they need to live a useful and meaningful life. To live a meaningful life, because these children are going out of the university or the college as they have completed their degrees. So here comes, it is a great occasion for the 2005 batch of graduating teachers. Here the first point says, first I pray to you that you teach me the value of inclusion. What is the meaning of inclusion, children? Inclusion means all people being valued irrespective of differences. Everyone should be valued. The people who write any textbook and the ones who prescribe the syllabus means plural of syllabus, will not tell you how important inclusion is for me to do well in life. Without the sense of inclusion, I will not know that boundaries are meant to be pushed, not to be lived in. You should not have a boundary. If they are financially very good or highly educated or designation or the nativity or whatever may be, we should not see. But you have to educate them without boundaries. Take for example the fact that I clean my house but empty my garbage on the road. That because the road is not included in what I feel is my own. I feed my own child but I do not ask if the maid has eaten today. Her hunger is not included in my hunger. I take my child to the movie but do not ask him to call the neighbor's child. That child is outside my zone of parenting. So teacher, teach me inclusion. The second point, I pray to you to teach me to communicate. It's very important points. As I got in the rat race of the common entrance test and cutthroat. What is the meaning of cutthroat? Competitive. Competition. Everyone will tell me what my survival depends on. Now, how you will communicate to children? We should communicate with simplicity, and especially the disabled children, those who cannot hear, speak, and those who are people less gifted, less privileged than I am, and those who have come before me, and those who will follow. See, those who have come before me, the elderly people, the old people, I should value them. And the things animate and inanimate, that is, the living and the non living things. Everything I should be valued and give importance, and I have to communicate it. Very especially through speaking and writing, I can communicate. Here, see children, a simple innocent child and the nature. How you communicate? In that way you can communicate it. The disabled and the ones who are hard of hearing and speaking. Those who are not able to speak and hear, they can write it. They can communicate through other ways. People. The third point, I pray to you to make me learn. More than that, teacher, teach me how I can learn to learn. So, as you prepare me for the wide world in which I need to fend. Fend means what, children? Look after for myself and for others on time. Learning will not be good enough. I will have to have the ability to learn new and more difficult things. I need to learn the new things. What I have learned, that much is not enough. I need to think out of the box and to have a very joyful learning. Okay, that is more important. The critical, externally, extremely important. The fourth one, as I learn to learn from unusual sources, I pray that you teach me to appreciate the interconnected nature of things. Now, when you look at the nature, they are emptying themselves. They are very open. Teach me not just about the way the waves rise, but what causes them to fall. Teach me to appreciate that the trees I fell, the small creatures I kill with indiscriminate. You see, not just about the way the waves rise, but what causes them to fall. It doesn't remain, it comes down. And teach me to appreciate. I need to appreciate everything. I kill with indiscriminate use of fertilizers or pesticide and other ground. So, how I kill the things, because of unwanted things and so on. Now, indiscriminate means without careful judgment. Consumerism means the protection of promotion of the interest of consumers. Destruction means the action of damaging or destroying something. Okay, children? The next point, I pray to you to teach me not just the ability to answer, but also the power to question. So, I need to learn to question. Everyone is telling me to do as I am told. Because I know it. I am enslaved. It is because we do not ask a question. Only if we ask question can we get answers. If we don't ask a question, will we get the answer? No. We have to ask a question, then we get the answer. If we get the answers, we can explore how to establish a better order of things. When we get the answer, we can explore, we can do it in a better way. If we ask a question, we will also learn to be accountable. We will be more willing to accept that when we ask the questions, we can be questioned too. In that exchange, truth will emerge. The next point is, as I learn the power of humility, teach me about how all things that sustain life on earth come free. Teacher, I will live in an increasingly commercial world. We are living in a commercial world. I will be judged on how much value I can create by buying and selling things. My personal success will be determined by my ability to consume things, no? So the ability to consume the things, the buying things and the selling things. I will not be able to always question the ways of the world, but do tell me how all things that truly support life come without a payment. So I cannot question the world, but I can question myself how much I am living in the consumerized world. The next point is, I pray to you to teach me the power of silence. Teach me also to raise my voice to protect the truth. I need to raise my voice. I cannot keep every time silent. In order to come out the truth, I need to open my mouth. In the world where every moment is going to be full of noise, teach me to be quiet. Teach me to appreciate the sound of silence, for in silence I can contemplate the power within me. Teach me to make my point without having to raise my voice, and teach me to raise my voice, teacher, when my silence can hurt another life. Okay, my silence should not kill others. And I need to stand for truth. So, when the truth has to come out, I need to raise my voice. Okay, and my silence should not kill others. For the value, I need to speak. The next point is, finally, I pray to you to teach me to develop a world view of things. So here it says that teach me to appreciate that poverty, disease and hunger have no nationality. For hundreds of years, I have lived in a world with narrow domestic walls. In that world, patriotism was founded on religious bigotry, racial intolerance, and man's remarkably short view of time. It was bounded by barbed wires and smoking guns. In the future that I want to create, I want you to teach me the power of loving my fellow human beings. I need to love everyone. Maybe it can be rich or the poor, the religion can be different, caste can be different, but I need to love and appreciate the diversity and dialogue. So now let us recall, children, what we have learned. We have to value our life. We have to value others, whatever the reason may be. Okay, irrespective of caste or irrespective of color or whatever the reason may be, we should be united to live as one family. No foreigner, no Indian, nothing. Living or non-living things, everything has to be respected, valued. So this is what you learn in the school. So that Suprato Bakshi is saying that to go out of the box, to teach them more than the syllabus what is given, to teach them to live a meaningful life, the valuable life, by respecting everyone. So dear children, I hope that you understood this lesson and you can read it. I just summarized it, but you can read the lesson and understand. And you know that if you ask a question only, you get the answer. And you are accountable for that. And you can explore how more better than that things you can do it by questioning and getting the answer. So very well, the Suprato Bakshi is giving a speech in the International Academy for Creative Teaching, Bangalore on January 6th, 2005. And silence is very important. The contemplation is very important to meditate on oneself and to stand for the truth. And diversity is very important. Diversity and dialogue is very important. We need to appreciate and tolerate with each one. Remove the word foreign or foreigner, but we have to be united. No caste, no religion, no nativity, or nothing. So let us see the glossary. Commercial, money minded, foreigner, a person from another country, less privileged, disadvantaged, impact, a noticeable strong effect, occasion, an event with a purpose, patriotism, devotion to support for one's country, poverty, being poor, administration, to manage business affairs, diversity, a range of different things, nationality, belong to a particular nation. So this is the glossary here given, but in your book also there are some more things. So please learn. Evaluation. What is inclusion? What is good and effective communication? What should we learn from our teachers? What kind of learning brings joy to you? What do you think are the two most important lessons that the speaker mentioned?